I mean, I didn't mean to curse. That wasn't really, really rare and really beautiful that you guys found each other. And we're all so excited to be here in this beautiful, foggy mess. And this is amazing. Jill's mom told us a really funny story at the bridal shower. She said that when Jill was 3 years old, she asked her mom, I don't know if I want to get married, Mom. I don't know if I want to wake up in bed every morning seeing the same person. And Jill's mom was like, maybe when you meet the right person, maybe then you won't mind it so much. And I think we've talked about you waking up every morning and seeing Mose, and it seems pretty cool. And when I met Mose, he was 23, and I remember talking at a coffee shop. You were so sad. You were like, I feel like my prism heart is broken and it can't shine rainbow lights anywhere. And you're like, I want to find love. And then Mose disappeared for about a month, and I showed up at a gelato shop with him, and he was with Jill. And I was like, oh, I bought you a rock, Mose. And he's like, oh, by the way, this is my girlfriend Jill. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Here's a rock for Jill too. And I so badly wanted to be like, ooh, you guys in love yet? And I'm so glad that your doubt as a 3-year-old subsided, and your doubt as a 23-year-old subsided, and your crystal heart is now a disco ball shining lots of rainbow lights and is ready for action. Oh no, it's all blurry now. Because of the rain. Oh yeah, before we get into the thick of the ceremony, if anyone here has any reason why these two should not wed, get the heck out of here! I don't think anyone would drive all the way out here. Okay, but what is marriage? Marriage to Jill and Mo represents commitment to grow with one another, to support and to love each other in their growth together and as individuals for the rest of their lives. They want to grow and be the best people they can be. But the world's really complicated. Like, who are we and what is time? We're all human here unless any aliens were invited. And we're all looking for answers. These answers are something deep inside ourselves. We see little bits of it reflected in all of our experiences. We learn of ourselves, of our flaws and strengths by reflection. With each choice that we make, we commit a little piece of ourselves to the world and to our history. Today, Jillian and Mose have chosen each other. They've discovered they can see so much farther and so much deeper with their best friend along their side. And in getting married here today, they're committing to loving each other. They're committing to being constants for each other in this complicated and sometimes very scary world. They are committing to accept their own strengths and face their own flaws, all of humanity that they will discover in each other throughout their long lives. They're committing to making a beautiful answer to the question, what does it really mean to live together, to be together in this world? Something that I've heard from both of you guys when hanging out, whenever you guys act weird, you're like, oh, Mo's like can deal with me. I'm so crazy and weird. It's so nice because he loves me and I'm weird. And same thing when you're like, oh, I don't know why I did that, and you love me. But I think the amazing thing about love is that it's not that you love her also bearing with the fact that she's weird. It's because that we are weird. We are strange. We're all dark, beautiful, strange human beings. That's what makes us so beautiful, and that's why you guys love each other, because of everything you're made of. And I think like harmony in a song, you guys are both two different songs that write a new song. But you guys stand apart individually as your own melody, and together you make something new. Now we are going to do the vows. They're going to do a little something different. Miles, if you have the jars. They are doing a symbolic gesture of their vows that they will exchange. Yeah, no kissing him, guys. That's when I get a guitar and smash it. Did you guys exchange them yet? Oh, good. It's been exchanged. All right. Mose, do you, Mose Whitner, promise to stand by Jillian's side through triumphs and challenges, through discoveries and depressions, freedoms and stresses, for the rest of your lives?
I do.
And do you, Julian Maddox, promise to stand by Moses' side through triumphs and challenges, through discoveries and depressions, freedoms and stresses for the rest of your life?
I do.
And now the rings. Okay, Mosi first. Repeat after me. With this ring I be wed.
With this ring I be wed.
With this ring I be wed.
With this ring I do that.
Okay. By the power vested in me and the state of California, I now pronounce you life partners.
That was just wonderful.
This wedding shawl was first worn in 1876 by Betty Freed at her wedding to Grandpa Crow. That's the only name we have for him. The Crows had a daughter named Rosa, who 20 years later, in 1896, wore it at her wedding to Charles Friedman. The Friedmans had a daughter named Blanche, who 20 years later, in 1916, wore it at her wedding to William Burncrantz. The Burncrantz had a daughter named Louise, who 21 years later, in 1937, wore it at her wedding to Marvin Whitner. The Whitners had a daughter named Carol, who wore it at her wedding in 1966. And tonight, 50 years later, 2016, it's being worn for the 6th time and at its most beautiful ever on the woman I am so proud to call my daughter-in-law, Jillian Maddox.